Hi guys, how you guys doing? I feel so hot. Like I had to move around so much just to set up this set. Like I have sorry for this that you have to see this. Just act like you can't see it. It's part of the lighting I'm using. Let me see if I don't need it. Yo, I do. I do need it. It's doing a great amount of support. Okay, so I'm trying to find the perfect way to sit. And now I have to set my lighting again. But yeah, so I'm still trying to figure out how to set everything up. I'm so excited. I don't know why. I haven't been on YouTube for a very long time. Duh, obviously you guys know. But I'm back. I think I'm using my front camera, and I know I should use my back so that I have a better quality. But I can't. So I'm sorry if the quality is shitty. I'll fix it in the next video or something. I just can't do it right now because I don't have the facilities. So anyway, let's get into the video. Companies that might be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, the YouTube algorithm thinks that you and I are meant to be, and that we're soulmates, and that we're in love, and that you and I make the perfect pair. So don't forget to where am I? So don't forget to subscribe and come back. I'm trying to be consistent. I'm going to try to be consistent. So as you guys have seen from the channel, we're going to be talking about 5 things that I think are important as you transition from like being a teenager to adulthood. And these 5 points I think are just things that have changed my life and have changed how I view life, and just creating a brand for myself. Not like a brand, because when I say brand, it's going to sound like it's influencer stuff, it's stuff. I'm sorry for that noise. It's going to sound like it's stuff that you don't relate to, and it's stuff far from who you are. But when I say like just creating your personal goals and just being an individual, because I feel like when you're a teenager, you aren't really yourself. You know what I mean? You're just following trends, you're following your friends, you're following everything that everyone else is doing. But as you transition into adulthood, it's very important to just find who you are and see what works for you as a person. So these are the 5 things that I'm sorry if I'm looking down because my laptop is right down here, and that's where I'm getting my notes from. So I'm sorry for that in advance. Let's get right into it. So the first thing I'm going to say is your friends' boundaries are not your boundaries. Your friends' preferences are not your preferences. They might be the same, they might be similar, but not everything that your friends tell you is what should go. I have very different friends. Like, I have very, very, very different friends. My friends are so different from each other. Like, some of them love God and love Jesus and love church. Other people are just like groove, all my friends are very different. So it's like when I have a situation and I have a problem, I know who to talk to about what, and I know who's gonna give me great advice about something. I know who's just gonna give me vibes, advice. Like, all my friends are very different from each other. And when it comes to issues like relationships and all that, your friends tolerate different things in relationships from you. You cannot take your friend's advice and run with it. Unless it's like very basic general advice, like, oh, your relationship is toxic and abusive, leave it. Of course, leave. You know what I mean? But let's say your friend is dating someone who's, I don't know, an old man, and he has all this money, and your friend's getting taken out on vacations every month, and you're dating someone who's quite in your age range, and they're just, they're hustling, or they have a job, but they don't have that much disposable income to be able to take you out on vacations every week. Like, but because your friend is dating someone's daddy, your friend is dating someone's father, you want to compare this person to your boy, to your man who probably loves you and is gonna give you the word when he has it. So it's like your friends are gonna be telling you, oh, why he's dating him, leave him. No. Learn to create your own boundaries. Learn to judge and say, okay, this thing my boyfriend has done, and this whole thing that has come, let me touch on it. Because I was talking about this yesterday on your Instagram live. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I was talking about this yesterday on an Instagram live with my friend, and we're talking about what does princess treatment look like? What is the bare minimum? Because I think people are getting so confused, and people are just like being crazy about this whole thing. Oh, if you wanted to, he would. Oh, a man who loves you should buy you flowers every week, like every day, every hour at this point, because like everything's just getting so crazy, and the internet is creating these unrealistic expectations of what relationships should be like, of what love should translate into physically. And I'm not saying that accept being treated like you're nothing. No, you deserve someone who loves you, someone who shows it physically, someone who gets you gifts, someone who takes you out, someone who shows you off. You deserve all that because you should, as you should, period. But it's like, make sure that you're not just taking anything from the internet and allowing toxicity in your life just because that's what this person said, or just because Beyonce does this for Jay-Z, does this for Beyonce, Cardi B, this and that. Create your own realistic boundaries according to who you're dating, your lifestyle. See your partner's income and see what they're able to do for you, and judge them according to that. That just have realistic boundaries that shape your life in a way that makes sense for what your life is. Like, I know that sentence sounds like it doesn't make sense, but I know what I'm saying. Your friends' boundaries are not your boundaries. Like, your friends will tell you to leave your man. Oh, leave him because he forgot. No, not just forgot your birthday. Forgetting your birthday is wild. Leave him because he... What's a crazy but not so crazy thing someone would do? I don't know, child, but just don't listen to every single thing that your friends tell you. Like, I've been in spaces where my friends have been like, I should leave someone because they did something, and like, it wasn't that deep. Like, it really wasn't that deep. And I've been able to, like, I've broken up with someone, later realize I'm like, no, I should really just, we could have talked about that and fixed it. And then later I realized that, like, some of these people were staying in crazy relationships and tolerating crazy things from their partners, like crazy stuff. I'm not saying that's how you should judge what you should stay for, but I'm just saying, know what you're okay with. You know what I mean? Like, know what works for you. My partner right now is like, there are days when he just gets so busy, like so busy, because the work that he does is very physically demanding, sometimes even just like mentally demanding. The days it could get so busy, and if, because I understand, you know what I mean, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, we talk every day, but like, I can't see him every single day. And then there's another person who's dating someone who they're able to see every single day because their partner doesn't have a job, and that friend is going to come to you and say, that's the bare minimum, your partner should see you every single day. Like, no, the fuck not. I didn't mean to say that. But no, excuse my French. He can't, because I understand the type of work that he does, and I understand that he has to work and he can't see me every single day. But when he can, he will. And that's what's important. Period. Point number 2. I said oversharing is a scam. Oversharing is just crazy. Like, I used to never share. Like, I used to always just stick to myself because I've just been used to growing up on my own and doing life alone. Because I've been in boarding school for such a long time, I've been away from my family for a very long time. So I'm just used to like living life alone, you know what I mean? And then I remember when I was in high school, I was going through a very hard time in my life, and I had to go through therapy and do all that. And that was my first time ever like speaking to someone about my stuff. And my therapist kept telling me how I should like talk to my friends about things and discuss stuff, let things out, don't let things build up. And for me, that became like a talk to them about everything, every single thing, okay? The smallest thing happened, I'm going to my friends and telling them. My friends knew everything about me, like every single thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. They're your friends. That you should be able to be vulnerable around them and tell them stuff about you. That's what friendship is about. But I'm just saying, you don't have to tell people every single thing. Especially if you're in a relationship, I think people forget that at the end of the day, your partner is also a human being. They're a human being with their own life and their own secrets. The same way you're able to keep your friends' secrets and keep your friends' lives outside other people's life, outside your other friends, keep your friends' business outside other. Start again. You know what I mean? And things that go on between you two. It's just like a friendship. Yes, you have different friends, but you don't, unless you're a shitty person, you don't go around telling your friends' business to your other friends, because that's not their business. And it's the same thing with your partner. You know what I mean? Things that go on between you. Relationships are hard. Like, the things that are going to go on in your relationships that are just like supposed to be kept between the two of you. And unless you're being beaten up, please, I'm not saying support toxicity and you're being beaten up and you're keeping quiet and you're saying, I won't tell my friends because relationships are hard. No, that's not what I'm saying you should support. But there's just certain things that should be kept between you and your partner. Let's just say, I think I'm still learning that, because yeah, it's just a transition that I went, like, I've just been through both extremes of like never saying anything and now like saying everything, and I'm just like, okay, I need to find a middle ground. Like, of course, like when I'm in a relationship, the only thing I think about is my partner. Like, I'm just going to, let's sit down and talk. I'll tell you about my boyfriend. Oh, my boyfriend this way. That's me every single time. I'm going to be telling you about my boyfriend because my man. I'm that girl. I'm such a lover girl, but also it's like I need to hush it down and just remember that, like, me and my man got a private life outside every other person and outside relationships as well. Like when it comes to your career, when it comes to your plans and your goals, you just can't be blurting out everything everywhere because not everyone supports you. Not everyone is happy that you're doing certain things or you're thinking the way you think. So people who just want to steal your ideas. I've had friends before that have, like, I've taught them something that I want to do, that I was planning to do, and they will just belittle it and be like, can you even manage to do that? Can you do that? Like such people, you know what I mean? And then later on, I've heard other people come and tell me that the same people were saying they wanted to do that thing, like making it seem like it's their idea. So there are people who are just like that in life. And because, you know, that's someone who was close to me, and you hear someone who's close to you saying such things, you'd be like, oh, maybe I really can't do it. Like, I'm just over thinking my abilities and my skills, and you believe it and you internalize it and you think, yeah, I can't do that. Like, that's not my thing. The whole time, this person was just jealous and they just wanted to steal your plans. So it's like, learn to keep certain things to yourself till they materialize. I'm starting to believe in that so much right now. Like, I really just do be keeping my ideas to myself, you know? Like, I tell my friends about some things, but it's like, I'm just finding peace in keeping things to myself until it's made sense, until it reached a point where someone can't attack this idea, because I'm religious. I do believe in like the spiritual realm, and I do believe in the fact that the devil could steal your plans. You know what I mean? You don't know who you're telling, you don't know who's listening. Words have ears. So it's like, just find the power in being content, in keeping your life to yourself and not sharing everything to every single person. Like I always say, because I post a lot on TikTok and I post like stuff, and I think people think they know me, but guys, this is like 2% of my life. Like my exes and the past and all that is just funny stories that I really do not care about. My life is way bigger than that, and yeah, I really do be keeping stuff to myself. The third thing I'm gonna say is groove is overrated. Look, first of all, I never used to be a groove person. Groove was never my thing at all. Me, I was a pastor's kid. My dad was a pastor. And I used to stay home a lot. My life was just church, school, home. Church, school, home. When my dad passed on, I went through a phase, and you know, I started going for parties, and then now I'm a groove person. I'm not saying groove is bad. It's nice. Go out with your friends, okay? Be outside, drink a little beverage, drink a little something. It's very healthy. Drink a little cocktail, you know, do all that. But I just feel like, as a grown man, as a grown woman, why is your whole personality just groove? You know, like, do you have a life outside that? You know, like, you could go for a drive, you could go for a vacation, I don't know, you could go to a restaurant and just have dinner, you could do something cute with your friends and your partner. You don't always have to be grooving. I just feel like there's not something about groove that to me is overrated. Like, it's nice, yes, you know, the hey, I do hey, like, it's nice, but not every day. I just can't. I just can't see myself doing it. Like, for me, I easily get irritated. There are nights when I've gone out and I thought I really wanted to go out. Like, you know, yes, maybe I did want to be outside. I'm just in the club 2 seconds. I'm like, why did I come here? Like, it's just noisy. Everyone's sweating. Everyone's just annoying me. It's just not a vibe I think I can stand every day. But that's just me, and that's my preference. And I really feel like there's more to life than groove. Like, you can have game nights. Like, it's really not that deep. Like, it's really not that deep, because I used to think I was missing out so much when I couldn't go out. Like, oh my gosh, I'm missing out. And now I'm just like, I'll pass. Like, I'll pass. I can go if I want to, but not like the whole night, like 6 p.m. to 5 a.m. Let's do it 10 p.m. to midnight and you're back home. It's not that deep. Like, I just think, I don't know how to explain this, but groove is really not that deep. You're not missing out by staying home. Trust me. You're not. The fourth point I'm going to say is money is important, and it is not gold digging. All these men that like to say, hey, women are gold diggers, hey, all women want is money. Everyone wants money. Even you want money. Even you're looking for a buyer at the, like, please, money is important in any sense, whether you're alone, you're single, whether you're in a relationship, whether you're a whore, you're gonna need money. Okay, you're gonna need money to move, you're gonna need money to look good, you're gonna need money to eat. Money is just an important commodity wherever you are in life. Surely in relationships, you need money to buy your partner gifts. You need money to go and see your partner. Okay? You need money to eat when you're out with your partner. Money is just very, very important, and it's not gold digging. If you cannot afford the girl you're dating, leave her. Leave her, I don't call a gold digger. Leave her and go with someone else. You know, men always do this thing. Like, you guys want buddies. You think makeup is cheap. Okay? You think Spanish scale is cheap. You want a body. You don't even know how much that dress is. Guys, dresses are about 500. Go to Instagram and see the prices of dresses and heels, okay? Heels are very expensive. For me to dress up and come on a date with you, ciao. Do you know how much this concealer is? Do you know the concealer I use? And you're here just saying, hey, I want a body, I want a body, I want a girl that looks good. You think it's cheap. That's the problem. You're dating girls outside your wallet bracket, and then you're complaining that girls are gold diggers. How? How, Chomi? How? Explain to me how. Because honestly, you need to date a girl that you can afford. Look at a girl and say, but the way this girl dresses, I think I can be able to buy her an outfit or two when it's her birthday. I can be able to buy her an outfit or two when it's just a random day. Like, I can take her out at a restaurant and she'll be happy at the place and she'll dress up for that occasion. Like, you know, it's not hard to assess. Just assess your wallet and assess the girl you want and say, can I afford this girl? Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. And 9 times out of 10, it's really not that deep. As long as you're keeping a girl happy, giving her attention, girls can sponsor. You'll be shocked. They're just complaining, hey, we're just seeing that you're stingy. We're seeing that you're very selfish. We're seeing that this one can't even buy me a cocktail the way it's looking. Because why are you complaining every day about money? Like, did I ask you for money? 9 times out of 10, girls don't even know how to ask for money. We don't even be asking for money. Like, unless you're my friend. Like, my partner, I don't know how to do that, child. Like, last point I'm gonna say is stop making excuses for people. Like, I used to make excuses for everybody. I used to make excuses for my parents. I used to make, not my parents, my parent. There's this one parent. I used to make excuses for my parents. I used to make excuses for my siblings, for my friends, for my partners. And every time someone does something bad to me, I'll create a solution for them and I'll say, no, I think it's because of this. I don't think they would have meant it, because I was always in denial. I was always in denial that someone that loves me or says they care about me would hurt me or would do something bad to me or would just disappoint me. And I would always make excuses for them and be like, no, I think it's because of this, it's because of that. But that's not the case. Don't be that person. Let people explain themselves. Let people be accountable for their actions. If someone has hurt you or done something bad to you, as an adult, you have to be able to articulate your emotions and come and say, look, I feel this way about this. You did this and I don't like it. Why did you do it? And let them give you a reason and an explanation for what they did. If you think the explanation doesn't make sense, if it's a relationship and you're choosing to break up with them. Leave. Yeah, you have the right to do that because it's you. Choose yourself. Choose happiness. Take care of yourself. Be at peace. I'm not saying it's easy to cut people off. I'm not saying it's easy to let people go. It's so hard. It is so hard, but it's way easier and much healthier for you than living in toxicity. Because I've noticed that when you give people chances, they just use it as a way to say, so she can take bullshit. So she can take nonsense. Okay, well, I'm going to do it again. And that's not what you want. And it's just going to keep getting worse. And it's going to keep getting toxic. And it's just going to keep getting crazy. So do not make excuses for people. People don't need you to make excuses for them. Okay, if someone loves you and cares about you, they'll come to you straight. They'll come to you and say, look, I know that what my actions made you feel this way, and I'm sorry. And these were not my intentions, or these were my intentions because A, B, C, D. This is what I believe. I believe that someone that loves you understands and can tell when they've done something crazy to you. Because me, I know when I mess up, I know that, okay, here, I've messed up real bad and I need to go and apologize. There are days at home and I know, okay, I've messed up, I've slipped out. I told my mom I'll be back early and I'm back late. And I know that she's mad because I know my mom. If it's your partner should know you. Your partner should know what pisses you off and what makes you happy. I know my mom. I know that when I do this, she's gonna be upset. She doesn't have to tell me, but I know that, okay, I have messed up real bad. I'm gonna go in and say, Mom, I'm sorry, or text her saying, look, I know what I did yesterday didn't really sit well with you. I'm so sorry. And I'll buy her a little chocolate, I'll buy her a little biscuit. And it passes. And that's what I think partners should do. I know what makes my partner happy and what makes my partner upset. And I should be able to be accountable for my actions every single time and say, look, show me, I'm sorry I hurt you. It wasn't my intention. Yeah. I don't know, I feel like this is just part 1 to the series. I was really trying to speak really quickly so I don't have a longer speech because I talk too much. But thank you for watching and thank you for coming this far. If you reached this far, I am so grateful. And I'll be sure to watch out for my next video. I don't know when I'm gonna post it, and I hope I'm gonna post this. But see you guys next time. Bye. I hope you found this helpful.